Okay, so the approach to this particular question would be in the following way. The question says that four charges each equal to q are placed at four corners of a square and a charge q is placed at the center of the square. If the system is in equilibrium, the value of q is. So we must note over here is that we need to find the value of q. So out of those four questions, just like we need to match the perfect and the correct answer out of it. So see to it how will I be presenting the solution to this particular question. So let's draw a square whose side is a throughout. So like if I have a square, so this is my square over here and the side is a, and these are four sides to be a, and I have placed my capital Q charges at the corners. So these are my capital Q charges and I have placed a small q charge at the center. So the question already says that the system is in equilibrium. Now try to understand what do you mean by an equilibrium system. So equilibrium system is that where the forces acting on each of the individual charges must be zero. Okay, so let us understand the first case over here. So if I talk about the center charge q, so the magnitude, like we need to also figure out what would be the magnitude of this q charge so that it could be in equilibrium. So okay, let us understand by like assuming this to be a positive charge. Okay, so if this q charge, like this is going to, as you can see in your screen, so this will repel it in this direction and this charge is going to repel it in this direction. So and these, since they are equal and opposite in magnitude, they will cancel it out, and this capital Q will be repelling it in this direction and this capital Q will be repelling it in this direction. Okay, so since this is also equal and opposite in direction, equal in magnitude and opposite in direction, the forces get cancelled out and we say that okay fine, if this is a plus q charge, this is going to be in equilibrium. So now let us understand the other approach towards the same problem. Suppose now I need to calculate the force at this particular point for this capital Q right over here, okay, which I have like just drawn with a dotted line. And again let me just erase it and I'll be drawing the diagram again. So yeah, so let's talk about this particular Q charge. So this is this is getting a force in this direction with this charge at the left, and the bottom charge, it is pushing it upwards since they are positive charges, and it might have a resultant somewhere. So let me draw the resultant over here. So the resultant would be in this direction of this particular these two forces. I'll name it as F1, and this is also be going to be F1 since the distance is fixed and the charges are equal in magnitude, so F1 and F1, so they will have a resultant, let's name it Fr. Okay, so now this again, this is a positive charge, so this positive charge is going to exert a force and the force is again going to be in this direction. Okay, so that force is coming right out of the plus q charge, so it is pushing it away, and this Fr is also pushing this charge away. Now if I say that the small q charge is positive, now what will it be doing is that it will again push this capital Q away from the system. It will push it away. So you say that it is not in equilibrium. If we take this small q charge to be positive, if I take it to be positive, it is not in equilibrium. You have to keep this thing in mind while we are doing questions like this. So this is not in equilibrium. So let's go the other way around. Let me draw the sketch again, let me redraw it. So it's like since we came to know that it is not going to be a positive charge because it is pushing it away. Okay, let me redraw my diagram again. So again I make a square and the sides of these, each sides are A, and you have placed a capital Q charge at the corners and you have a small q charge placed at the center. Okay, now let's try to figure it out that if this is negative, since we came to know that if it is a positive charge, the system is not in equilibrium. What if it is a negative charge? What will happen? Let's see it. So what this will do, this will try to attract the capital Q towards it over here in this direction, and it will try to attract it in this direction. Since it is equal and opposite, they will cancel out, and like in the same way, this particular charge will come here and this particular charge will come here. Equal and opposite cancels out. You say that the system is in equilibrium. Okay. What about the corner charge? What about if I want to find and make the equilibrium for this particular point right over here? So what will happen? This capital Q, I've already stated that this is a negative charge. Now I'll be just testing it whether it is in equilibrium or not. So this capital Q charge, it will be pushing this towards the right. The bottom charge, it will be pushing it towards the top. And let's name these forces as F1, since equal and they are placed at the equal distances. So they have equal magnitude, F1 and F1. Okay. And it will have a certain resultant. F1 and F1 are going to have some resultant. Let's name it FR. Since this is a symmetrical figure, each corner angle is 90 degree, and this F1 and F1, the angle between them would be also be 90 degree, that is theta equals 90 degree. Okay. Now I'll be taking this the leftover charge, that is capital Q, and let's see what happens. So now this capital Q charge, it will also try to repel this charge in this direction. Okay. So let's name this force to be F2. Okay. So now you have got FR, that is the resultant force, and F2 in this particular direction. And now I have already taken minus Q to be like the center charge to be negative. I have already like assumed it. So what it will try to do is that it will try to bring this capital Q towards it. It will try to attract it. Now you say that okay fine, now will be, if now it already says that the system is in equilibrium. Now this is my equilibrium condition, so this is going away and this is attracting towards itself. Now you say that the system is in equilibrium. So let us find out what the value of Q should be according to the given options. Okay, so we move ahead with the exact approach towards the solution. Okay, so I have already told that F1, so the force F1, so this is the repulsive force on Q by capital Q, on capital Q by capital Q, so that would be K, and from Coulomb's law that becomes Q1 Q2 by R square, so that is Q square over the distance between these two charges is A, so that becomes A square. Like in the same way I have like F1, that is also going to be same. Okay, now what about the resultant FR? So resultant FR, so from the parallelogram of vector addition we know that the resultant is given by R equals under root of A square plus B square plus 2AB and the cosine of the angle between those two vectors. So theta is 90 degrees, so if you place it, the cos term vanishes and you have the two vectors to be F1 and F1, so that becomes F1 square plus F1 square, so that becomes 2F1 square, and ultimately you are left with F1 root 2. Okay, so this becomes a resultant force, and I am interested to find F2. So F2 was the force, the diagonal force, that is the diagonal repulsive force. So again that would be K, and magnitude of Q1 Q2, that becomes Q square over, and the distance between these two charges, that is placed at the diagonal location. So from Pythagoras theorem you see that A square plus A square, so that becomes 2A square, and this entire diagonal I get to be like I will be getting it A root 2, A root 2. So the square of the distance between them, that would be 2A square. So this is the F2. So okay fine, now I am interested to find let's name this force to be F3. So I am interested to find F3, what my F3 would be. So F3 is the attraction force between the negative charge placed at the center and this capital Q. So that becomes K, capital Q, small q, and over So since it is placed at center, so this becomes half of the diagonal. So half of the diagonal you would be getting, that would be a root 2 by 2, and this is nothing but, so if you just rationalize the denominator, so you are going to you'll be getting the expression to be in this way. So just see, just a thorough calculation, so this gets cancelled out and you get a root 2. So that becomes a root 2 over here. You substitute the square of the distance, so it becomes a square and the 2 comes to the numerator. So we have got F1, the resultant force, the F2 and F3. Now since it is saying that the system is in equilibrium, that means net force acting at this particular point, it must be 0. So anyhow, but still before moving ahead, so you have the balancing forces over here. You can see it from the figure that F3, my F3 is being it's in the direction of the diagonal downwards, and Fr and F2, they are acting along the same line. So some of these two forces are balanced by F3. So let's substitute the values and let's see what will we be getting. So I'll be placing, so F3 would be I'll not draw it over here. So F3 is K and you get Q, you write the expression for F3, and you have Fr, that is F1 root 2, and F1 has the value of K Q square over A square and root 2, plus F2 has K Q square over 2A square. So we just need to simplify this particular equation. So we can see that, if I can just take certain things common, okay, so don't get confused, this is 2, it's not square. So if I take out K and capital Q from the left hand side, and over here also I can see they are in squares and A square to be in square, so the K and K can be cancelled out, so I am left with 2Q, and A square also gets cancelled out. So 2Q is present at the left hand side, and at the right hand side you will be getting, so I've left with Q and root 2 plus, so, and this becomes my Q by 2. I just need to rearrange this particular thing in order to get my final expression. So you can see it over here. How will I be getting it? So my small q becomes, so that becomes Q by 4. I have taken this thing, and plus Q root 2 over 2. And if you just take out Q by 4 common, so you are left with Q by 4 to be common, and you are left with 1 plus 2 root 2. You can just see it from the question itself. So the solution, this 2 and 2 gets cancelled and you are left with the denominator. And as earlier it was stated, the system was in equilibrium. Okay, so the centered charge Q must be negative. The centered charge Q must be negative. So out of those 4 options, so the correct answer is minus of Q by 4, 1 plus 2 root 2. So this is going to be the solution of this particular problem. Thank you so much for watching it.